resolved. So to overcome on that situation or that challenge, we have come up with some solution. Okay. So today we are going to present that. For that, actually, there are many solutions. Still, we are thinking what best we can implement. But whatever comes in our mind, we have just presented here in our PPT, and that only we are going to show. Okay. So just we will go through the PPT and let me know if you have any questions on that. Okay. So Nikhil.
Okay. The project title is key solution solving the systems having the multiple key features solutions. First one is integrate the chatbot service in our applications. The ticket resolving for the emails and the all.
So chatbot service is for example, user is facing any issue. The process he follows is he will write an email to support team or he will click on any link. So if we have a chatbot in place, what that chatbot will do, as soon as user types any issue, that chatbot will track that issue, what it is, and it will give the faster resolution. Like if he has any resolution, chatbot has the basic problem solution, he will provide it. If not, he can forward it to next step. So by that way, user will save his time, and at first place only he will get the solution like for the basic troubleshooting problems.
Okay. Another feature is NLP natural language processing algorithm to give us to process the exact solution to the ticket to write to the team L1 otherwise L2 otherwise L3 to give the better solution for it.
So basically we can write an algorithm for this. So what that algorithm will do, that will identify what exactly issue and whom to forward it. We have three levels, L3, L2, L1. So first point of contact is always L3. So L3 always check, analyze the problem. Okay, this is what it is, and he cannot handle, he will forward it to L2. But if we write an algorithm for that problem, NLP algorithm, that will only analyze, okay, what it is issue and whom to forward. So that will save user time and immediately that will be routed to L3, L2 or L1 and user will get faster resolution based on that.
Automated ticket suggest the best approach to which team assign the ticket, L1 or L2 or L3. That's prioritize the task depend upon the queries, customer queries. Which integrate the ticket.
So the third one, like it will identify the complexity or the urgency of that ticket. And based on that, it will prioritize. If the issue is very critical, that it is going to take more time. So that will prioritize ticket and assign it to L2 or L1. So what will happen? That user will get, okay, I have created a ticket, okay, and it is more critical. So this automated ticket raising system that will identify it is a critical issue and directly forward it to L3 and that will resolve the issue. The next is with integrate with a knowledge base. That is what I thought as of now is the best solution. So if we have a knowledge base in place, what that will do, as soon as user types the question, immediately he will get resolution below that. So for example, I am facing any issue in Docker installation. I'm not able to install Docker on my system. So that will provide me the knowledge base database and including the solutions. By this, following this step, I can do that. So we should create one knowledge base to resolve these tickets fastly and users will get faster response based on this knowledge base. Next.
I think you have to move faster because we have 9 presentations.
Okay. So collaboration and communication tool, that is also one of the way to resolve tickets faster. So it should work on both the way users and tech support team also. So if they have any communication tool by which they can communicate with each other faster and collaborate with each other. So user can save his time and will be more productive for that particular day rather than waiting for a long time, like when support team will respond to them. Okay. Next is create self-service resources like FAQ, frequently asked questions. If we have that as like knowledge base we have, so same if user has any issues or any let's say system related issues, so he will type or he will just go and type those questions, or first he will refer to FAQ. If he gets resolved, then he doesn't need to worry about this, and there only he will get resolutions. And last one is that is invest in continuous training and skill development. There are certain issues which tech team also not aware of. Like because on daily routine, they might get 4 to 5 issues which they work on, and based on that, they can create a knowledge base. But if they get new issues, then what? It will take longer time to resolve those issues. So if we continuously provide training to tech team also related to new issues, how to overcome on that, how to support users, that will also save our time and users will get a faster response.
Okay.
That is. So just we have created a basic architecture on AWS cloud, like how we can integrate that with the AWS cloud and work on that. So that's it from our side. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikhil and Ramesh, for the informative information. Next, we have our new gen AI representing by Rui and Shivanjali. Hi, Rui and Shivanjali. Please proceed.
Hi everyone. This is Team New Gen, which is gonna be driven by me, Rui, and Shivanjali. I will request Shivanjali to please present the presentation here on the screen. As we all know, we are going to discuss about the ChatGPT Thon, which has impacted everyone's life in some or the other way. Now, talking about ChatGPT, all of us are quite aware about how influential it has been for all of us from last November till today. So similarly, we are going to share a few insights about how we are using ChatGPT in our regular lives and how it can be useful for all the marketers, analyzers, and team of researchers. Having said that, um, we are a team of analyzers, marketers, and researchers. Communication, talking about new advancements, looking for new research papers, looking for something that is changing in the industry has to be our day-to-day life. When we are looking for new things to implement into our research modules or into our strategies, it becomes very important for us to have proper data and have proper analysis. Now, using ChatGPT, it has become very easy for us to get it over one prompt and see if all the data can be used further. Now, this has not only enhanced our productivity, but has also given us various levels of great communication that can be further used. It is not a new thing for all of us. We all know that ChatGPT acts as an one-on-one model, where if we say that it is an interactive version of Google, won't be more to express. So here are a few points that we are going to discuss today. Number one is enhanced communication and productivity. Secondly, expanded access to information and knowledge. Third, personalized learning and skills development. Fourthly, empowering creative exploration. Fifthly, data analysis and insights. And sixth, and very important part when it comes for people like us in our team, cost and resource optimization. Now, as I previously mentioned, that communication is a very integral part of our day-to-day life, especially for our team. Having said that, communication is something that we do on one-on-one basis. But while using ChatGPT, it has given us different layers which can be used without any interpretations. For example, I'd like to share a quick example here. Let's say I have to write an email to someone for sharing about the kind of services that we do or the resources that we have. ChatGPT will allow me to have a proper template, not only in a form of personalized message, but also into different kinds of variations that will be required. Here is one of such examples. This is a case study where we have mentioned that we want to write an email to a CEO regarding the software development assistance that we can provide. As you can see, ChatGPT has already provided a solution to it along with the use case, along with the subject line, and the inappropriate and appropriate context to it. Now, this is not only saving our time, but it is also giving us an idea on what can be done better and how we can implement it. Now, as you see on the screen, this is a very temporized form of an email. If in case I want a personalized email, I can again give a new prompt here and say that ChatGPT, would you please make it a little more personalized? Just with this one single prompt, ChatGPT has given me another version of an email, which is much better than the one we saw previously. Similarly, not only this, we can have multiple such examples, multiple such versions, which is not only saving our time, but also efforts. Now, this somewhere is eliminating the work of a content writer, but then again, we are more focused towards the productivity and the returns of our work. So we can always consider something better in terms of that. Nextly, I would like to mention how it has impacted over the data analysis and insights part. Previously, when we used to work on the data analytic part, it used to be either the third party solutions or we had to contact someone who is selling the data. But post ChatGPT, it has become very easy for us. With just one prompt, we can have a proper data analytics done over any given topic. No matter it is about the current situation in the market or it is about the new trends that are going to come in, ChatGPT makes it quite easier for us without needing any third-party assistance. As mentioned here, it also helps us identify various actionable insights on the marketing campaigns. Now, these campaigns are extremely important for any marketer or for any analyzer. If we go wrong here, it completely puts a wrong stage on the revenue cycle. Thus, having something valid makes it easy for us to move forward. Nextly, I would like to discuss about the teaching and learnings that we have received from ChatGPT. Number one, it allows us to have collaborative learning, which means we are looking for a set of information, we can have multiple such set and versions available. Secondly, it provides one-on-one interaction module, which was not previously available. Thus, it helps in getting better results. And I would also like to mention about ChatGPT Plus here, which is a version which has yet to be launched. And that particular model allows us to use integrated tools which will help us with better advancements. For an example, I am using ChatGPT version right now. If I use ChatGPT Plus with an integrated software, it will also help me with more precise information, which can be further shared and used for any insights. Shivanjali, can you please go to the next slide? From here on, Shivanjali would be the right person to take it forward.
Hello everyone. So here are the five tricks which help us to make our task easy. First is generating engaging social media post. ChatGPT assists us in creating compelling social media content that resonates with our target audience. It provides us with useful hashtags and other CTAs also. Second is the automating email marketing campaigns. ChatGPT automates email marketing tasks, including personalization, segmentation, and scheduling. Third is the conducting market research. Market research is the most important thing for driving any market campaign. So, ChatGPT quickly analyzes the market trends, competitor analysis, and customer sentiments to help us to run the campaign. Fourth is the optimizing landing pages. ChatGPT provides insights to optimize landing page copy, layout, and design for higher conversions. And fifth point, creating better drafts, emails, and text. We showed one example. ChatGPT helps in creating better quality conversations depending on the need and the task. Here is the insights how ChatGPT adaptation is going in the world. Next, the role of the interactive technology adds more value. Interactive technology is reshaping the tasks. Interactive technology enables us to improve their ability to communicate and get answers on various blockages while working. And the benefits for marketers are engagement, enhanced engagement, better approach and strategy and business analysis.
Lastly, both of us would like to mention here before concluding our presentation that technology will never replace great talents, but it is in the hand of great talents, its transformation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rui and Shivanjali, it's a great insight. So the next team, we have the Agile Aliens by Sonia and the Kriti. Please, Sonia and Kriti, please proceed that.
So quickly we will go through with the details. So our topic is how we are using ChatGPT in project management, and our team name is Agile Alliance. Me and Kriti both are participating. Kriti, next slide, please. So quick feature on ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT? ChatGPT, as we know, like it's a natural language processing capability it has, and it also helps us in many information. If you're providing the right prompt, it can give us the accurate, almost accurate data, and it can provide us information till September 2021 only. To the next slide, please. Next slide. So these are the areas where ChatGPT can help us in project management, project planning, work breakdown structure, user stories, documentation, Gantt chart, reporting, and MOM. So in few of the areas, we'll be explaining now how ChatGPT is helping us. Next slide, please. So we have provided this prompt to ChatGPT and we have taken example of AI test mainly. So here, if you can see, we have provided details to ChatGPT, what is AI test and what are the tests we are using in AI test, and also we have provided the developers like UI developers, backend developers, and QA. So depending upon this information, ChatGPT will provide us the project plan. Next slide, please, Kriti. So in this slide, whatever information you are seeing, only the information we have provided to ChatGPT, depending upon that information only ChatGPT is showing us the details. Like you can see the project name details and the project objective, where it's mentioned already the testing parameters regarding load test, stress test. Next slide, please, Preeti. One thing to mention, in ChatGPT, if we are providing exact prompt regarding the project details and project tasks, it could provide us exact project details. Here, the project plan is a generic one. We can use this as a format and we can create a detailed project plan. In next slides, you can see that we have provided ChatGPT detailed information and it will provide us a detailed Gantt chart as well. Next slide, please, Preeti. So this is also the same information regarding the project plan. We can use this parameter and we can prepare our own project plan using these details. Next slide. And this is the project closure. So using this data, we can even ask ChatGPT to provide us a project closure document where we can use the exact information what ChatGPT is providing us depending upon the prompt, or we can use the format. Next slide, please. Depending upon our last question, we have asked ChatGPT to provide us the risk management plan. Here also you can see that ChatGPT provided us a generic information and we can use the format to prepare a risk management plan. So from now on, I would like to request Kriti to explain, please.
So everyone, we are going to use the same prompt that we have provided in the first slide of this presentation. Using that prompt, we are asking for the different documentation from ChatGPT. As Sonia already, she has asked about the basic project plan structure. Using the same prompt, I'm asking the risk management plan. So the details that we have got is quite generic over here. So these details, using these details, we can at least analyze that what could be the probable risk management activities going on in AI test. Again, the data that we have fetched from ChatGPT over here is not very accurate. The accuracy of the output that you're getting completely depends on the accuracy of the prompt that we're giving to ChatGPT. But one thing we could say that's providing the data to ChatGPT and getting the output is quite time saving. Earlier, we used to make this data manually. So now we can just simply provide the details to ChatGPT and fetch the data. So here you can see the various risk management activities that we have got as an output from ChatGPT. I'll quickly move on to the next action item, that is the Gantt chart. So here the prompt that you can see on the screen is a little elaborated prompt. We have provided the ChatGPT the list of tasks, which is basically a real-time data of our last week. This is one of our sprint planning tasks, and we have given this chart. We have given this data to ChatGPT and asked to prepare a Gantt chart. For the developers who doesn't know what Gantt chart exactly is, we'll give a one-line description. So it's a sprint planner basically, which contains all the list of your task, the dependencies, the end date, and the start date of the task. So this is the output that we have got. So the task name is represented by T1, T2, T3, and so on. The duration, just to be a little specific, we have given the sprint of 2 weeks to ChatGPT, and we have got the time duration in days, the dependencies, start date, and end date. One thing to specify, when we are providing the data to ChatGPT, it's very important to give the assignees to ChatGPT in order to get these specific data. Moving on to the next, the MOM that we prepare using in the meeting, sometimes the meeting goes around 45 minutes to 1 hour. So it gets quite difficult and challenging for the project manager to prepare the MOM simultaneously. So what we can do is we can use any third-party tool, or we can use even Google Meet to fetch the transcript and give it to ChatGPT. And using the transcript, we get the bifurcated data and get the action plan out of it. Again, the accuracy depends upon the transcript that you're providing to ChatGPT. So this is one example of the small transcript. Again, it's a real-time data that we have taken from our last week call. Since the sliders are pretty small, so we have taken some part of it. And this is the output that we have got in a very bifurcated format. So here you can see the attendance, agenda, and the action item. I would like to show you a small recording, Sanjay, if you have time. So it's a small recording of 2 minutes. So this is how we can use the transcript. So I have given a basic background, or you can say a basic prompt to ChatGPT, that we are going to provide a small transcript to it. Based on that, we would be expecting a little MOM or action item out of it. So that's the transcript. One thing I would like to highlight, that the assignee's name over here is quite important, because the action item that the transcript is going to provide us will be mainly focused upon these assignees. You can see the data that we have got over here is quite bifurcated, the action items, the attendees, and the assignees. So as per my experience, the data that we have fetched over here is around 80 to 85% accurate. And somewhere, if you guys feel that the data is not as per your accuracy, if some points are not as per your wish, you can definitely customize it and use it as per your. So last but not the least, the documentation part, some of the examples we have already shown that how ChatGPT has helped us in reducing the time. Initially, we used to prepare these documentation in a manual format, which was not that accurate, and sometimes it's even challenging for a project manager and project coordinator to prepare the data out of these more information. So using the correct keywords, correct prompts, and correct statement, giving it to the ChatGPT, we can expect right amount of data at maybe less time, which is quite time saving. Last is the email composition. So project manager used to, we have a various tasks where we send emails to clients or to the internal stakeholders. So again, by providing the correct prompt to ChatGPT, we can expect a good content in the email that has to be sent. The accuracies again depends upon person to person. You can customize it and use it accordingly. So that's how we can use ChatGPT in project management in a nutshell. It helps in time reduction. So that's how we can do 40%. I can say it helps in time reduction to up 30 to 40%. जो काम हमारा 4 घंटे में हो सकता है, we can expect it to be done in 1.5 or 2 hours. So with this, I would like to conclude. Sonia, you want to add anything?
No, that's all from our end. So we'll be trying to use ChatGPT in many places, and we hope that we can reduce our work time and we can engage somewhere else in project management so that you can improve in a better way. Thank you. Thanks, Preeti.
Thank you, Sonia. Thank you.
Thanks, Sonia and Preeti. So next up we have AI Iron Man. representing by Aditya. So Aditya, please proceed.
So, hi everyone, good evening. My name is Aditya, and so my team name is AI and Man, which is a pun on word AI and Iron Man, since I'm an individual participant. So, we are hearing a lot that ChatGPT will replace our jobs, and it will it will lead to much reduction in jobs. So, I thought, why don't I start with my own job? So what I did is basically I went into my daily problems, what I do and what were the problems that I was facing. And I was trying to find out what are the redundant areas that could be automated or maybe some kind of solution that would help me. Right? So I would like to discuss the first problem that I was facing, then I'll proceed to the solution. Right. The problem statement first. So for the developers here, I'd like to explain what SDLC is. SDLC full form is software development lifecycle. It is basically a plan or
skip
a
this.
pattern. Okay.
We don't hire people if we don't know SDLC.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. So I'd like to show you how a generic task cycle looks like. So there is a developer and a senior developer. That is the acting reviewer that is involved, right? So the developer makes an initial implementation of the code. The senior developer or the reviewer does the code and logic review. Then this is basically a recursive loop. Then after the implementation of the logic, there is unit test development and PR raising, and then we basically run the unit test until a certain coverage is met according to the client. Right. So as you can see, this is a loop of input and feedback from both developer and senior developer, that is the reviewer. And this is I would like to point out three problems here. So this is very tight. There is a very tight couple between the developer and a senior developer, that is reviewer. So it is all dependent. There are chances that this task cycle may take more than estimated time, because it is totally dependent on the bandwidth of both the developer and the reviewer. Second thing that might happen is there might be chances of human error. Let's say the reviewer misses some of the bug or any change that has been made, which might generate even further more bugs or might even break the application. Third thing would be the code standardization, as each developer writes its own code and it has its own style. So it is very difficult to understand each, and within the same project, it is very difficult to understand each of the code that has been written by every other developer. Right? So because of these problems, the issues that I pointed out is basically due to this life cycle extension. There are basically budget overruns. Projects are go on longer than expected. Then there is usually a delay in the time estimation, around 10 to 20%. Then there is even loss of opportunities. Sometimes if the project is delayed more than enough, then maybe the client is not anymore ready to take up the project. So these valuations I came up online. These are averages for a small company from maybe 500 to 2,000 developers. So it's not accurate to the market. Okay. So to address this problem and solutions, what I came up with is a tool called as CodeSense. So as you can see, there is a loop between the senior developer and the developer. So what this tool will do is it will streamline the process rather than being at a loop between the two tightly coupled persons. It is a loop between the tool and the developer that wants to use it, and the senior developer, that is the reviewer, will get a one-pager or one-click merge solution. So basically, what this tool is, basically it is dependent on three major aspects. So first would be the accelerating code optimization and refactoring. This has three sub-stages, basically efficiency boost. I'm planning to train this LLM model based on a context of the code base that is given. So once the LLM model is trained on this context, it will be able to identify and refactor the code to the standards that are followed in the industry. Then also it will be able to find the redundant areas, and as part of issue detection, it will also be able to find the bottlenecks or the probably suboptimal code that has been used by the developer. Then after these two steps are performed, the third step, that is refactoring suggestion. This would be a UI-based interactive experience between the developer, that is the user, and the application. So basically, this tool will give the developer back all the list of issues and possible issues and suggestions that he thinks, that the model thinks can happen to this code. So it will be a list of the issue, the explanation of the issue, and the possibly optimal code solution for that issue. Based on that, the developer might decide on which solution to implement or which or not. Also, this part can be this can be automated using another ChatGPT model and naming it as a reviewer agent, which will review these suggestions, and based on some thresholds or training this properly, reviewer model, if we train it properly, it will accept the critical solutions and ignore the suboptimal, maybe just beautification changes rather than that. Second stage would be, revolutionizing unit test generation and verification. I'm sure all of the developers here are, tired of writing unit tests, and even I am too. So what I wanted to do is make this thing automated. So there is the model that I was talking about, the LLM model. Basically, I'm planning to create two agents. One would be the developer agent, and second would be the reviewer agent. The developer agent would be responsible to create, optimized unit test cases. Its aim would be to achieve maximum code coverage and to cover all the possible edge cases. Then the second stage, that is the second sub-stage, the streamlined test execution. So how this process would be, like the developer agent would be responsible to create this unit test. Then what we will do is it will also give you the dependencies that it needs to run this test, also the commands. So once these tests are run and the logs are saved, this whole set of output and the test along with the test is given to a reviewer agent, which what it will do is it will analyze the logs generated. If any issues, it will go back to the developer. The feedback will go back to the developer, and this loop of ChatGPT cycle, ChatGPT agents would run until we get 100% test. 100% test execution or test successful. Okay. Third stage would be elevating reports and documentation generation. So this part usually in project life cycles come at the last, wherein we are responsible for creating a documentation of each and every code that we have written. And usually what I've found is by end of the project, you are like the logic that you have written during that time becomes pretty hazy. And it is at times the documentation is not that precise. So what I wanted to do is automate the documentation. So this can be easily achieved by ChatGPT's LLM model. Basically, you given the code that you want to generate documentation for, it will generate a concise document of each and every block of code. It will also add in the code blocks to give you the live code. To present you the live code where what blocks means what exactly. Then comprehensive reports and visualization diagrams. Basically, these are these are dependent on the code. So if it's database code or maybe API implementation code, then this is one of the possible features that we can implement is the visualization. Basically, understanding the code and creating visual diagrams for the code. And comprehensive review reports is basically the unit test that we had generated and run. So it will be an insightful report on that code coverage. It will also perform security analysis. Security analysis is not particularly performed by ChatGPT, but there are different tools that we can use like SonarQube for that. The future implementation for this, is like the future implementations, that these are the pieces that could plug into this CodeSense.ai KT course generation on the project. Basically, since we are creating a model which is trained on our code base. So probably a tech lead or maybe a senior developer, if he wants to onboard some people, right? So he can ask a UI chat-based bot to create a KT document or KT course structure plan, so that he can just give the plan to the new developer, and the developer can just follow that whole plan. And that plan, what I felt is basically we can be as precise as basically mentioning which languages to learn right from there to what does the project does. Right? The third, some of the future pieces that is basically pipeline integration, basically integrating this rather than having this. First, I have thought of this as a web API based tool, but it can be also integrated in pipeline, like in form of stages, wherein just the developer pushes the code and the whole thing is automated. and it's a recursive loop between the developer and the code sense AI. And then, as I said, the reviewer would just be have a one UI screen with one click merge to the environment. Then there will be also Scrum Master AI, which would be one of the possible quite bigger opportunity. Basically, as the structure I showed to you, we could branch out the structure to project team lead, and we can get inputs from the project manager to like what are the client requirements, what are the like Sonia and Kriti had their presentation, right? So we will have that whole plan. We can provide it back to the code base and codesense.ai, and it would have the capabilities of generating tickets and having this all in code review, code optimizer suggestion, everything as part of tickets. And this would be like like integrating these pieces, it will make this codesense.ai like this is majorly focused on LLM training, and I did not have access for this. Just based on prompt engineering and writing good quality prompts. What I've achieved is this is the first stage, that is optimizing the code. Basically, this is the prompt, and this is I've given it the code, and it is able to identify what are the suggestions. It is able to give me the suggestions that I should do to improve this code and make it more standardized. As you can see, there is string formatting, that's the variable names that needs to be changed, or avoiding direct magic numbers and reducing of variables, and also performing data validation on some data objects. Second stage that I was talking about is unit test case generation. This is also purely prompt engineering. I have not trained the model, and it's just writing good quality prompts. So same code I have used, and as you can see, it is able to generate the whole unit test case file. Along with this, I have also informed it to give me explanation of each test function. As you can see, this is the explanation of each. Also, the dependencies that I need to install to run this test, and also the command to run this test. Right? Third part would be the code documentation. So as you can see, for the second stage, I have not implemented the reviewer agent. So I have not tried to run this stage because it was not giving properly, since it's not model trained properly. Right? So the third stage would be the code documentation. So here, as you can see, same code, but with different generic prompt, with prompt engineering, and I was able to achieve a good quality human readable documentation in which it explains each step, each block of the code in depth, which probably a beginner can understand and get started with. So that's it from my side.
Yeah, thanks, Alta. Next, we have a AI/ML mastermind representing by Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, please share your screen and proceed. Hello, everyone. So I'll be presenting a topic called AI/ML Helpbot, empowering users with AI/ML model creation. So while building and training an AI/ML based model, the stage of data pre-processing and algorithm selection is challenging task when you are having a huge data set. So to solve this, I have using a ChatGPT prompt, I have created a chatbot which will assist you with AI/ML tasks. Whether you are facing a challenge in AI/ML model creation, or you need any guidance in solving AI/ML related problems, so this chatbot is here to lend a helping hand. Not only does it provide the solution for AI/ML tasks, but it also offers valuable insights on the best pre-processing techniques, optimal algorithms, and effective evaluation method for your specific problem statement. Then this is the main functionality. So the main thing is the clear problem statement. If you are having a clear problem statement, then it is very easy to select the best pre-processing technique and the best algorithm for model building. So the clear problem statement formulation is crucial for successful AI/ML model creation. The chatbot guides user in formulating their problem statement effectively and ensuring the clarity and alignment with their objective. The next one is dataset handling. Dataset selection impacts the performance and quality of the AI/ML model. So the chatbot helps user to load their dataset using the code snippet. It provides the guidance and the code snippet for loading and pre-processing the dataset to prepare them for model training. Here, user can provide their dummy dataset or few lines of their actual dataset. Then the next step is pre-processing.
There are some pre-processing techniques like feature encoding, one-hot encoding, and scale. The chatbot will suggest most appropriate pre-processing technique based on the dataset. Suggest and explain suitable pre-processing technique to enhance data quality and model performance. Then next one is data visualization and exploration. Insights and understanding can be gained by visualizing and exploring the dataset. The chatbot can provide core suggestion for visualizing the dataset and exploration. It can showcase a plot or a chart as a visual representation of data visualization, and it also recommend the core snippet and the techniques for exploring and gaining the insights from the dataset. Then the main part is algorithm selection. The choosing right algorithm or pre-trained model is crucial for model performance. The chatbot guides the user in selecting the best algorithm or pre-trained model for their dataset. It also showcases a few popular algorithms for pre-trained model or illustrate the chatbot guides. Then model training fine-tuning. The chatbot offers users core snippet for model training or fine-tuning. User can choose their preferred algorithm or pre-trained model with the chatbot support. It provides core. Then the next one is evaluation. Evaluate the model's performance, ensures the effectiveness and the quality of the model. The chatbot provides the core snippet for the evaluation of the model and includes the metric and the techniques. It offers evaluation metric and techniques to assess the model's performance and identify areas of improvement. The next one is prediction. Prediction is the final step where making the prediction using the trained model or the fine-tuned model. The chatbot equips a user with core snippet to facilitate easy prediction. It enables user to make prediction using the train or fine-tune model or the nuancing data. And it also provides the troubleshooting guidance and solution to common errors that encounters while during creation the processes, and also provide the documentation for the core snippet. Let me share the prompt for this. So this is the prompt for the chatbot. I have instruct ChatGPT to act as an AIML expert and list down all the tasks that are useful when we are creating an AIML model. So firstly, it will ask user to the problem statement. So I have provided the problem statement, and based on the problem statement, the ChatGPT asked me the few lines of data set. So I have provided the data set. Then the ChatGPT provide me the code for how I can load the data set. Then it also suggests me pre-processing techniques that can I apply on my data set, like how I can clean the text, how I can tokenize the text to so that the data can be understandable by the machine. Then how I can remove the stop words, or how I can make the lower casing and the limitization of the stemming. Then I have selected the text cleaning method. So the ChatGPT provide me the code for text cleaning. Then the next one is data exploration. So ChatGPT provided me the code to explore the data set. Then next one is ChatGPT provided me some list of algorithms that I can apply on my data set, like based on my problem statement. So these are the few algorithms. Then I have suggested to use XGBoost algorithm. So ChatGPT provided me the code how I can train my model using XGBoost algorithm and how I can feed the data. Like then I am getting some errors while implementing or while building the model. Then ChatGPT suggests me the code snippet, the updated code snippet. Then after model training, I asked ChatGPT to how I can save the model in my local, or how I can deploy it to for prediction. So ChatGPT provided me the code for this. Then this is the code for how I can predict how I can do the prediction in real time. So by using this code, I have trained a model. So this is my data set. It is having only two columns, like all classes and transcript. So this is the step where the data set cleaning is happen. Then after data set cleaning, this is the step of data exploration. So this is the bar chart showing all the labels. Then this is the chart where all the text are here. Then this is the code for model training. Then after model training, the model will be saved in this file. Then this is the code for prediction. So I have provided here my sentence, and this is the output of the this is the prediction, that this is the sentence of the class 1, or this is the sentence of the class build amount. So that's it.
The time is about to end. Yeah, thanks, Vaishnavi. So next we have a digital dynamo representing by Preetham and Supriya. So Preetham and Supriya, please proceed with your PPT.
So we are mainly using the LinkedIn platform for generation. So previously we are not able to get the personalized messages. We need the help from like the GG sir, Sanju sir, and the Vijay sir. With the ChatGPT, we are able to create the personalized message, and we are able to respond on timely. And the chances of error are less. So let's see the example. So Suchita is one of our lead. We have shared the staff of message with her, and she has the requirement for the US location. Actually, I had take 2 follow-ups with her for the meeting, but she read the message but haven't replied. Then we reviewed her profile, and we found a connection with our founders with the PMC. So we had added that point and asked ChatGPT for the personalized message, and ChatGPT has given us a personalized message, and you can see the result. When we shared a personalized message with the Suchita, he replied that yes, I know Sanju well, and Sanju sir has taken the call and initiated the conversion. So next is how ChatGPT help us for the SEO. So previously for the keyword generation, content optimization, we need the help from the content writer, and for the user engagement, we have taken the help from ChatGPT. So these are the some examples. So for the keyword generation, we just have to paste our the query, and the ChatGPT will provide the long tail and the short tail keywords. We have to just pick the keyword those are relevant to our services. The next is the heading tag. ChatGPT provided us the H1, H2 tag. This one is the the description that I have taken from our website, and ChatGPT provided us the H2 tags for the same, so we can use that in on our website. Next is the search query. So this is how we can increase the user interaction. So I have taken these search queries from our Google Search Console. So first search query is the artificial intelligence consulting. So user is looking for the AI solution. So basically we are we have mentioned the AI solution in our banner image itself, and we are directing user to the AI page. So this is the good example of the user interaction. But in our fourth query, that is the AWS DynamoDB versus Aurora. So in this case, one of the blog is ranking for the same, but we haven't mentioned the AWS DynamoDB versus the Aurora comparison in that blog. So here we can add some section related to AWS DynamoDB versus the Aurora, so that we can increase the user interaction with this. Then next is robot.txt rule. So how ChatGPT help us in the robot.txt rule. So robot.txt is a text file which contains all the URLs of our website and the landing pages. And when actually we are running the Google ads and doing the SEO simultaneously. So at that time, the problem is that Google has the 2 chatbot, bots. One is the Google bot and one is the ads bot. So we want Google bot only to crawl our web pages while we're doing the SEO, and we want ads bot only to crawl the landing pages while we are running the Google ads. So without this rule, the 2 bots got confused, as they are crawling all the pages, landing pages and the web pages. So ChatGPT has given us rule. So while running the Google ads, we are able to it's crawling only the landing pages, and while doing the SEO, we are disallowed the landing pages, so it is crawling only the web pages. Then next slide will be continued by Preetham.
Yeah, so hello guys. Today I want to share with you how I find ChatGPT to be extremely useful in my day-to-day life. So I use ChatGPT for various purposes such as making personalized message, then creating social posts. But other than that, I also get help from ChatGPT to make the call script. So let me share an example with you. So one day we received a response on our staff augmentation campaign, which was through LinkedIn. So it was a hot lead. So I just discussed with Gigi sir that this is a hot lead and you have to call her because they have some requirement. So this lead was a non-technical, so he advised me to handle the call and schedule a meeting myself. So, but Gigi sir share me some key points during the meeting. So I just copy that key point. So what I did in ChatGPT, I have copy the first message which I shared to the lead, which Supriya has shared to the lead. Then the reply which we get for that message, and then we have also copy whatever key points we get from the Gigi sir, and as per that, this call script is ready. This way we can reduce the burden on our senior people and have conversation without feeling nervous and speaking confidently. So this is the call script. You can check which gets all the information, whatever the key points Gigi sir have shared. Yes, Supriya, can you go to next slide? Yes. So this is the significant increase in usage of ChatGPT. So in November 2022, if you check, 152.7 million people were using ChatGPT, and now in June 2023, 1,900 million people are using the ChatGPT. So if you check, it is increasing day by day. Yes, Supriya. Next slide. So the conclusion is, yes, we are using ChatGPT for making personalized message, and because of that, our engagement ratio is increasing. Then for SEO, we are using for keyword research, content optimization, and user engagement. And because of calling script, yes, we are getting we can reduce the burden and without feeling nervous, we can speak confidently, and it helps us a lot for our company. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Supriya and Preetham. So next we have a code and cloud AI chemist representing by Mohammed and Idris. Mohammed and Idris, please proceed with your project.
Good evening, everyone. So, our team name is Code and Cloud Alchemist. Our topic for the presentation is automating cloud provisioning using Terraform and Terragrant with AI Assistant. Our aim is to revolutionize infrastructure deployment by harnessing expertise in development cloud engineering. Through the powerful synergy of Terraform, Terragrant, and AI, we can achieve remarkable results by automating infrastructure as code and code infrastructure maintainability based on project requirements and historical data using AI and AI modeling. So Mohammed will take you on a journey of unveiling the untapped potential of AI in cloud provisioning. So I would like Mohammed to continue with it. So how we can harness AI for cloud provisioning.
Cloud engineering is basically involves a couple of tasks such as setting up and maintaining infrastructure. So doing this task manually will be a time consuming and can lead to error. However, automating this task can save time and allow us to concentrate more on more important work. And with the combination of AI tool with Terraform and Terragrant, we can significantly improve cloud automation. So automating cloud engineering tasks saves time and efforts, improving operational efficiency, and by reducing manual provisioning and deployment and maintenance work. We can also focus on higher value activities like enhancing customer experience. With AI and machine learning tool, we can automate things on a large scale and use data to make better decisions about how to set up and manage our cloud infra. We can also respond quickly to any changes that happen in real time. So benefits of leveraging AI in cloud automation is enhance reliability, increase efficiency, and it improve scalability also. And automating provisioning with Terraform and TerraGrant with AI accelerate the process and improves the accuracy. So by automatically generating Terraform and TerraGrant file based on a specific requirement, you can reduce error, deploy it faster, and enhance your cloud infra quality. To stream cloud infra provisioning, first we need historical data and workload pattern are used as input for an AI algorithm. This AI algorithm will analyze the data and generate prediction for infra needs. Based on this prediction, a configuration template will be created in Terraform or TerraGrant syntax. And this template is populated with predicted value, saved to a file, and deploy using an appropriate command, like Terraform apply or TerraGrant apply. And this automated process provisioning cloud resources is predicted by AI algorithm. Next is enhancing reliability and achieving productivity gains. So like it will monitor health, it will streamline the process and improve the decision making. So in the conclusion, by combining AI tool with Terraform and TerraGrant, cloud engineer can achieve efficient scaling, and AI-driven insight enable accurate prediction of infrastructure need, while automation trigger provisioning and adjustment based on real-time demand. And to end with the help of AI only, we created this PPT. Thank you.
So thanks, Mohammed and Idrish. Next, we have AI Ware represented by Ayush. So Ayush, please share your screen.
Okay, hope I'm audible. So my thought when I thought about ChatGPT Thon is, okay, whenever someone gives a task or an issue, or there is a say QA, they are trying to debug an application, they find a bug, and then what's the next thing you do? Like you just copy paste it, make a ticket, and then send it to developer, and they say, okay, this is the issue that I have found. Please go through it, and this is the steps I have got to recreate it. But at times, what we miss is the exact details or what are the right set of requirements for that particular ticket or issue. We kind of miss it, and then there's a lot of to and fro between the developer and the QA, or for example, tech lead and the developer. Any two parties, where one is trying to say, okay, I want to achieve some particular task, but I'm not sure who have all the information regarding it, and then I need a help from it. And then the other person says, okay, do you try this? Do you try this? And if you're not trying all the things, please don't come to me. At least try a bit more at your end. So then I would be like, okay, what should I do next? I tried some things, but I'm not sure what are the next few things I have to ask for that problem, or what should I search. Just a random search on Google confuses a lot of people, and they are like stuck. And then we are like, okay, then go and try to search this. Or many times we end up sending the links directly. So this is a document, please go through this and you'll get the solution out of it. So where I try to say is a continuous problem solving, where a human is just trying to, okay, this is my issue and I have to come to a solution. But with AI access, if we add AI into this, how can we speed up the whole process? So just covering this very quickly, what is CPSS? CPSS is where you take the requirements gathering, make the things very faster, and get to the approach and solution in lesser time. So I just say the target audience for this is who can use my context. So anyone from QA to managers to tech leads, if they want to say convey an issue, and they only give you, okay, try this context and run this say question into the context, you'll get to the right solution. Better than that, I'll just give the demo. So for example, I had an issue in the address where we are having this highlighted. Okay. So this is an issue that the QA raised. Okay, our reports are not in the right directory, or there are some commands that we are running in the test run command that should not be present. So once we have an issue, then getting the clarification, okay, what is the next step I need to do with the issue, and what should the right questions I should ask to get to the solution. So my context and the problem says, okay, I have to identify the problem and then get the clarification of the problem. So clarification is where the AI will ask you some questions. Okay, this is the problem. Then give me some more clarity over it. Say, okay, what is the environment that you're running the command from? What are the inputs, like from where you're taking the user inputs? Is it a web application or is it a command line interface? And you keep answering them. So in that question, you understand, okay, I don't have some answers, I do have some answers. And whatever you have, you answer the chat bot and say, okay, now that the AI is clarified with the problem, it can give you the goal. The goal is to say, skip some commands from your restaurant command, and the report directly should not contain some, let's say, sensitive directory or root directories. Okay, and then, okay, once you have the clarification, the next question is, how do I implement the solution, or what should the approaches be like? And then we are again stuck. And okay, we'll say, I'll give one day, I'll think over some approach and come back to you. What this does is give you three solutions. Say solution one is just whitelisting some commands. Solution two would be having some, I guess, command interception and custom execution and containerization. Okay, some three solutions. And then when we say go to GSR or we are trying to solve any problem, which is the optimized solution out of them, we can achieve the end goal, but achieving it in a very optimized or easier manner, making things simple, is what we are trying to achieve. Okay, so I have three approaches. Select the best approach out of them, and then how would I implement that approach? Okay, I know the chatbot will give you the best approach, and also tell you how would you implement that approach. For example, this is telling me to implement the first solution where I have to whitelist some commands and some I cannot. So that I can do it server side, and maybe I can do it say reject or display error message if the disallowed commands or sensitive system follows are selected. So if I say one more simple question, my UI component is not getting responsive. I have not given any context to it. I'm just saying this is my issue. This can be a QA issue. Like if we stand for different resolution, I can see, okay, a button is not getting clicked at some particular resolution. So at times we just get a screenshot. They say, okay, this button is not working. Please look into it, and they tag our developer. They will go to that QA and say what was the button, where you clicked it, what was the resolution, and there's a lot of to and fro between them. So if he could answer these questions, what was your component responsive behavior, the technology, the framework used. So getting into iterative approach of a problem solving, with not just define the problem correctly, but what are the next right questions to ask to get to the solution, and what would be the optimized solution. AI assistance would be very helpful to us and getting the task delivered quickly, and not spending 2-3 days just getting the clarification, getting the approach selected, and then implementing it, where our planning goes more than a day and goes up to a week. And where we say, okay, where was the most of the time of my spent? It was not developing, it was not writing the code, but it was just understanding the issue and getting to the right approach. So using this AI assist and the iterative problem solving, I guess it will be helpful for everyone. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you.
Thanks, Ayush. So at last, but not least, we have a Apex Predictor representing by Sanjeev. So Sanjeev, please proceed with the project.
Yeah, thanks, Imran. So, hi everyone. So, I've tried to develop some small applications that I think may be useful for some of the other person in any of the departments in our organization. So, first is what I call is Ask Me Anything or AMA GPT. This is just an app where you can upload in PDF files. So, I can show that I've developed this. So, this is the UI for that. And you can browse any PDF files. So, I don't have too many PDF files. Okay. Yeah, so this this is my mother's health test report. So once I upload this, I can ask like what is cholesterol level. So it gives me this cholesterol level is 199. So it must be somewhere in the report. So this is short description and short demo of that. Similarly, we can have like any long reports or maybe research papers, or what it says is, I guess, the legal documents and all. If they are very long, You can have upload it here and ask questions whatever you want. It can search in the document and give you. This is just jargon generated by ChatGPT. Second application is MOM generator, as Sonia and Kriti has also presented this. So I've developed an app regarding that where you can just upload a video or an audio file. So when you upload a video of the meeting, suppose I have this. I have two videos. One is for Pramanta discussion, which I had with the client. Another is analog DB. Because most of the meeting were not able to download because it was shared and the owner was someone else. So this is discussion between Aditya and Pooja. So I upload this and I click on generate and it will convert the video to audio first. Then it will transcribe the audio. For the transcript, it will generate a summary. We can read some of this here. Yeah. It will generate the meeting summary as well as meeting minutes. We can wait for some time. The timing is being generated. I can move on to the third thing, which is called YouTube video generator. And this can be used like you just provide a video title on which you want to generate the video, and it will give you a generated video for this. Yeah. So this is here. You have got the transcribed text. It is generated summary. Aditya and Julia. Julia is, I don't know, discuss XML input parameters, procedure, output, and all this. And later it will generate the MOM. In the meantime, I can run the code for kids. So I've already generated some kind of video for one title is how to prepare for a job interview. Not that I'm trying to use this video. This is just so I guess this will run up to a point, but I have exhausted as into my free tier account. So I can show you the logs, and yeah, it's for the generated MOM. It can give you like you can insert the attendee's name. This is just constant. Only the agenda is like the generated things are agenda. So it is discussion about XML input parameters, procedure output, discussion, key discussion points. So basically the idea of this was like mainly I've come across a point where some like project managers have difficulty in understanding the technical aspects of a meeting. So this can be helpful for them, and providing a MOM right after the meeting. So this is, and action items are there. Yeah. So this is running, and till the point I can show you the video that was earlier generated for the same prompt. This is it. Yeah. I hope.
Job seekers.
Is the sound audible for the video?
Oh, yes.
Are you nervous about your upcoming job interview? Don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll be sharing some tips on how to prepare for a job interview and ace it like a pro. First things first, research the company you're interviewing for. Check out their website, social media pages, and any recent news articles. This will give you an idea of their values, mission, and culture. Use keywords like company culture and mission statement to find relevant information. Next, practice your answers in common interviews.
Yeah. So that gives gist of like what is being generated. So according to the according to the script and the words from that, it is generating the relevant keyframes or the slides for that. The video can be used like we can generate as much videos as possible and grow our YouTube channel. And that's it. These are three. And there were other two applications that I thought of, but wasn't able to implement it actually. So one is website chatbot, where we can give a website URL as an input, and it will generate a chatbot that can be embedded into website to enable the user to ask question like anywhere from the whole website. So it will just get a sitemap of that website, and it will create a knowledge base from all the content of the website. So this will assist the visitors in relevant product information, improve lead generation and conversion rates, and instant access to information and all that stuff. Another is at virtual HR. Virtual HR is kind of Slack bot, which you can use to access like information, repeated information, which if the HR is not possible to spend time on, and like it is very hectic for her to answer everyone's question, so that it can have a knowledge base of all the HR policies, all other documents, training modules, and KT sessions that we already have, so that the user can directly get answers for any questions from the Slack channel itself. And so this can automatically freeing up HR personnel for more complex tasks, supports, and all this stuff. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Sanjeev.
Yeah.